What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. For this one, I got another little ground school kind of thing for you guys, and what we're going to do with that is we're going to take a look at the mod manager that I use on a daily for running everything called OVgME. I know you guys have heard me mention it a couple of times in previous videos, so just a quick what OVgME is. It's a mod manager. So this is what you're going to end up seeing when we get to this point. I will walk you guys through everything, but it will let you enable and disable mods on the fly. So you don't have to worry about going in and touching any of the game folders anymore. This will put it in that install path or directory, what have you, for you. So we're going to walk through how to set all that up, and I actually do have a mod that I'm going to be installing to show you guys how the whole thing works. So the first thing we're going to do, let's jump into our favorite browser and just type in OVgME. And then we're going to come down to through the Inferno. That's the one we're going to want to click on. And here is our download link. So we'll click that. You guys will get brought over to the GitHub page. No worries. Mod manager stuff all here. So click download. I'm not going to do it. I already have it installed. So do that. Let's extract it from our downloads folder. So let's jump into here. Actually, I just downloaded the wrong one, guys. That was pretty stupid of you, Bugs. Let's see, is that the correct one? It's been a while since I had to do this, so just bear with me 1 second here. But this is good, guys, because you guys are going to see the different ones. So let's work with what we got here. So you go through, run your setup, and then once you do that, you're going to get the desktop icon right up here, or wherever it so lands, and that's what we're going to do. So once you have it installed, don't launch OVgME just yet. There's one more step that we have to go through because it's going to ask you to configure a few things. So what we're going to do is after we've downloaded it, we're going to go and create a few folders. So we're going to need to make 4 of them. You can put them wherever you want. I have mine in my documents folder, so it's a lot easier for me to deal with that way. So the folders that we're going to have to make are going to be these 4 right here. The mods, save games mods, and the backup folders for them. So one's going to be for core mods or root mods. The other one is for the saved games mods. So just name them as you see fit. You're going to need the save games mods and save games mods backup. And I have the mods and mods backup folders right here. So once you guys have those 4 folders made and placed wherever you want them, open up OVgME, and then you're going to be met with a prompt to set everything up and configure it. So what we'll do for that is you're going to be met with a menu that looks like this. Name the configuration title. You could put DCS Save Games mods, DCS Core mods, whatever you guys want to label it. This is just going to let you know what drop down and what selection or section that you're looking in. So once you do that, go to the configuration root folder. Now this is where we have to start paying attention. This is where OVgME is going to install the mods once you put them in. So that's going to be for the saved games, will be users, your name, your save games, and your DCS directory, just like that. So feel free to pause and look at it and try to figure it out. It's super simple. Once you get that one set, we're going to go into the configuration mods folder, and that one is going to be one of the folders that we just created. So mine's in my documents folder, like I said, DCS save games mods. That's going to be the configuration mods folder. And then make sure you have custom configuration backup folder. Make sure that checkbox is checked. And then the backup folder that you made for the save games mods is going to go here. So once you guys have all that set, click apply, and then that directory will be set. After that, let's get the other one made. So we'll click new, and then you're going to get the box again. So you guys could see here how I have the saved games and the core mod stuff. Again, configuration title, name it your core mods or whatever you want. The configuration root folder for this one's going to be a little bit different. So this one's going to actually go into the program files end of it. So we're going to set that for whatever drive you have DCS on, program files, Eagle Dynamics, and then your DCS world, whatever variant you're using for that. And then again, once that's done, the configuration mods folder, the same thing as before. So instead of using the saved games ones that you made before, we're going to be using the DCS mods one, or root mods, or whatever you guys named your folder. And then the same thing for the backup. Checkbox, set that for the backup folder, hit apply, and now you have OVgME configured and ready to, almost ready to take a mod on. So what we're going to do from here is, like I said, I have a saved games mod, an aircraft that we're going to be installing, so I can walk you guys through exactly what to do with this. So get your favorite mod that you are looking to download. So for our case, it's going to be, where did it go? Here it is. Okay, we're going to be putting the JAS-39, the Gripen, in. So we'll locate our folders here for our mod after you extract it. Okay, cool. Everything looks good with this. So we'll back out of that. This is the folder for the mod that we want. So we're going to put this off to the side for a second. We're just going to minimize that. Now, under your saved games mods folder, where you created that for OVgME, like I said, mine's in my documents section. This is where it can get a little confusing, but I promise you guys, you do it once or twice, it'll become second nature and you'll be able to do it no problem. Each one's going to be different depending on the mod, but the developer of the mod should give you the path where it should go. So it's very simple and friendly to use. So let's open up our saved games mods folder, and you guys can see all the aircraft mods that I run for you guys in videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new folder here, and we're going to call this one, let's call it the J, whoops, let's make sure we get the spelling the right way, JS39, okay. So there's the JS39. So now this folder really doesn't make a difference with anything. You can name this whatever you want, just so you know what it is. So let's hit enter for that. Okay. Now you saw that OVgME just shuttered for a second there. If you guys are going to have a fresh install, the first thing are going to see is that folder you just created, and it's going to have that gray icon on it. That's perfect. So the folder is recognized, and OVgME has it ready to go. So from here, we're going to open that JAS39 folder we just made. We're going to make another folder, called mods. Open that one, and then make one more, aircraft. Okay. Now make sure you have the spelling right on these, otherwise things are not going to work. So you have to be careful. If you're second guessing something, just go back and just retype it out. Perfectly fine. And it's going to be mods with a capital M and aircraft with a capital A. So once you do that, open up that aircraft folder. And now this is where we're going to come into our mod that we downloaded. So we already checked this out. Here's the JAS39 here. Okay, we're in the right spot. So all we're going to do with this is we're going to copy and paste it into here. And now the mod is ready to be enabled via OVgME. So we're going to minimize out of this, and now I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going to happen with this. So here is my saved games folder for DCS. Now this is the actual file folder directory itself. So for OVgME, like I was saying, how to set it up, here's the directory right here. So it's just C, users, me, saved games, DCS open beta. That's the directory that we're going for. So that's all that is that I had you set up. So now what's going to happen is we're in here. Let's open up our mods. Let's open up the aircraft. So these are the ones that you guys currently see installed, but the JAS39 is not here. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down over here into OVgME, double click this. You guys are going to see the green status bar, and now that's a green check mark. Now the mod is installed, and if you looked in the directory that we have open up here for the DCS directory, there's our JAS39. So if you double click this and open it, everything is in there. That's how simple OVgME is. So you guys know I fly a lot on the Virpil servers for events and tournaments and whatnot. That server requires a pure client. With all the mods that I'm running, there is no way you're going to get onto a server like that. This makes it super easy to do. I could legit have everything disabled within 3 minutes. It's absolutely beautiful. Trying to do this each individual one at a time, forget about it. It'll take forever and a day. You have a good chance on screwing something up. This is so much easier and more user friendly. Like I said, it takes a couple of minutes and a couple of tries to get used to the flow of how things go. And certain ones are going to be different depending on the mod, like I said. So, like the skin packs or the liveries and stuff like that, those are going to be a little bit different on the way you're going to install them because instead of the mods aircraft, it's going to be liveries. So if you guys have any questions on it, feel free, leave a comment, hop on the Discord server. I'll be happy to help you out, walk you through it. Not a problem. It's super, super simple. And let's just say I don't want the JAS 39 in DCS anymore. So it's you guys see it right here in this folder. Double click it again. And now there we go. The mod is disabled and it is no longer in the game. And you don't have to touch anything core-wise. This works pretty much for every installable mod for DCS. You just have to set the string of folders up the correct way. That could be the most difficult part and confusing part at times. But like I said, once you get a hang of it, it's really, really not that difficult. And you guys can see I run an awful lot of mods on this thing. So this is definitely a very, very valuable tool. Super helpful. It doesn't cost anything. It's a free program. And like I said, if you guys have any questions on it, on how anything works, feel free, leave a comment, hop on the Discord server, and we'll walk you right through it. I really hope you guys found that helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Check out the Bugs' DCS Cruise Discord server. Hop in for a flight. Any help, I'm more than happy to have you and help you. And until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.